Hi everyone, it's Dasher Dave here and I'm back for another video. So, a crafty video, sorry, I meant to say. So, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to start prepping ready for making the Boho Journal that I'm making for a commission. So this is the cover and this is padded and it's going to be one of that, it's made from obviously Amazon packaging and it's going to be wrap around, and you can't really tell, but it's spongy, and that's because it's got interfacing in it. Now, I'd love to say the interfacing was my idea, but it wasn't. It was Brian's, and that's because he uses interfacing and I don't, because he's a fabric artist as well as a other artist, although other artist sounds a bit dodgy. So what I thought I'd do is I wanted to start making some signatures. So these are some of the signatures that I'm going to use. So this is going to be using my boho kit, which hasn't been released yet. I was kind of testing the water on this, so it's going to use some of this, but I also thought that some of these would be great. So now these were when I made things using the technique. It's got a bit of a transfer off something else on there. This is when you'll use shaving foam and that sort of thing. Okay, so the only thing is with the shaving foamy ones, it does leave it a little bit soapy in feel, in texture. You know, I know that some people have said you can wash them. When you wash them though, the colours will run again because they're water soluble in the first place. So, but you know, I thought about using some of these because it doesn't matter about the texture. And then there are some of these that are made with Brusho. So, like for instance, this one is too thick anyway. But if it was like this and the middle bit wasn't so much fun, I might, you know, panel it, stick some other panels over it. But that's too thick for a page anyway. So I'm not going to worry about it. There's a sparkly one that might be fine. That's a bit meh. There might be some of these elements that I might want to use in the journal, but not particularly for the pages. There's these as well, which are very weird sort of texture. It's not mylar. I don't really know what it is. Apparently, it's used in chemical soak-ups, and they're always cut in this kind of shape. Anyway, these are kind of some alcohol inks, there's some water-based inks, etc. So I thought some of those might go nicely. So let's just get some of the colours, some of them out that are the right colours, because some of them get a bit dark. I mean, obviously I won't use all of these. That's a bit dark. That's a bit dark. Maybe, no, a bit dark. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, I like that. And that. The problem is I've just licked my fingers, and of course they've got bits of glitter all over them, and now obviously I'm going to have a glittery tongue. Hurrah! Just what I always wanted. This is also using the same shaving foam technique. Might use it in the journal, I don't know. This is too. So is this. The thing is, they've been stuck together for so long. And this, and this, and then these are too. These are all doilies using the same technique. So I use those, and that, and this. I mean, like, I might not use all of these, but I'm going to pull out the ones that I might use, the ones that kind of fit in with that kind of. It's almost hippie-like. You know, without hippie, but I don't want hippie to be a derogatory term. You know, like a hippie as in a, you know, very 60s kind of peace man. I'm too young to remember. Well, I was born in 1969. I really don't remember any of the 60s. So, you know, I don't even remember the last year. I was only one. You know, give me a break. Come on, folks. This is also. This is rice paper, using the same technique. And then, of course, there's these. So let's move those out of the way. Now I've sorted through some of them. Yeah, look, those are staying. Is that one staying? I can't remember. No, not that one. And there's these, which are just... These are my coffee dyed papers, and then there's some coloured coffee dyed papers that can also go in with the others. Okay, so what I thought was, let's get some... That's obviously... it's actually part of my assignment. So, randomly. Not all of it is, though. Dave Flynn. We won't leave the assignment papers in. But what we will... I mean, like, you know, they can be used in something, I'm sure. But we'll get a couple of different pages out. So we've got a nice mix. Some yellows. I'll have one of those yellows. I'll have one of those pinks. I can always have more. Always come back. There's another yellow here. A different yellow though this time. So we'll go for that. And then there's this darker yellow. So we'll go for that. And then there's this one that's kind of, well, it's got a lot of bleed on it, and I like that. So there's that one with a bit of random. Maybe that's better than that one. Yeah. Then there's this. Sorry, I don't know if I was leaning it on my mic, so I might have gone muffled. The same pink. It is, but it's a slightly lighter dye. Then there's, of course, there's some thingy paper. What's that called? Graph paper, Dave. That'll be the one. Yeah, I'll get two of them out. Get one of them out. Want that one? Yeah, I like that one. It's a bit more interesting. We've got that pink already. Haven't got that pink, so I'll have one of them. Don't have any of this. This is nice, very crinkly paper, you know, for those people who are the ASMR fanatics among us. So, you know, don't get me wrong, I like a bit of ASMR. Definitely helps me drift off to sleep. So, yeah, use a piece of that. I might have another piece of that. They're not very thick pieces, so haven't really decided how many pages I want. So I'll just go with a few for now. A few is a really good number. Like it's a number. You know, between me and you, it's a number, all right. I don't know which. Oh, that's card though. Better not use that. Here's that. That's interesting. It's a great opportunity to use those coloured sheets of paper, like I say. Okay, that's those. That's a piece of. It's like vellum. I think it's one sheet. Yes, it's like transparent. Can you see through that? See what I mean? You can see it. So, might have a piece of that in it. Anyway, let's move on. So, Yvonne, who's Yvonne? No, let's move on. I was just thinking, do I have any other colours? No, I appear to have used all the other stronger colours. I seriously doubt I've used them all. And what I think is, I just can't find them. You know, if it's in the room and it's not visible, it's lost to the sands of time, the avalanche of time. Might be a few up there. I'll have a look later. Anyway, let's sort these out. So, what we want to do is we want to make sure that they're all folded in half, because then they'll fit in the journal nicely. So we will use this. So I'm picking up all like these beautiful colours. So because I got very giddy with that boho kit. I'd never made a boho. I didn't really know what boho was, and I don't even know whether I've got the kind of right mark. When you look up boho, it can be lots of things, but this person is into boho and yoga and Buddha, and so I kind of went for that kind of, I don't know, kind of almost South Asian, Indian inspired kind of, that kind of culture, because lots of the beautiful sari silks and those sorts of lovely colours, those beautiful, I don't know what the parade is where there's they have a lot of what's it called, powder paint. Well, it's not powder, it's like lots of coloured powder, and there's like, it's, people have it thrown on them on the street, and I don't know what the parade is called, so, but I love that. I'd love to go to that. I don't know whether it's paint. It doesn't actually need a better crease, that's alright. So we're just creasing everything for now, so just thought I'd bring you along while I was doing this. I might as well, because I need to get this done. This is a commission obviously for Christmas, and I think they want it for this Christmas, but the way I was dragging my heels, it might not have been ready until next Christmas. So I've known about this since August. Still haven't done anything about it, so oh no, you know what, it's really hard to make something for Christmas when it's not Christmas. You know, you have to feel a bit Christmassy to start. I mean, like, it's not a Christmassy thing. I definitely can't make Christmassy things until I feel the approach of Christmas. I know there are lots of people that make Christmas in July and make all their Christmas cards, and you know, I tip my cap to them. However, it is not me. I have to feel the chill in the air, and I have to feel like I could reasonably watch a Christmas movie without somebody reporting me and being taken away for like insanity watching Christmas movies in July. So I've been feeling Christmassy now. Once Guy Fawkes is over, which is the 5th of November, I do tend to feel a bit more Christmassy. I certainly don't have any Christmas decorations up, although I did, driving back from one of our sites in Wakefield the other day, I turned down the street and I think 50% of the houses up down there had got their Christmas decorations up. Like, that was last week. You know, that's a significant amount of time to have Christmas decorations up, and you know, all I can think of is think of the dust and think of the dusting, although maybe they're not dusting. It'd be perfect for my house because I don't dust either, so dust is so natural, you know. Nobody goes out and sweeps the Sahara up every day, do they? So, you know, that's naturally formed dust. So, and the stuff in my house is naturally formed dust, and it is starting to look like the Sahara actually. So, no, it'll get a dust before I put my Christmas decorations up, and then I will put them up, and then I won't dust until I take them down again. Like, I'm going to put them in every strategic place that could possibly need dusting, so that I don't have to dust it. Or not that anybody's going to notice if I don't dust it, to be fair. Like with Vic, the dust could settle around him and he wouldn't notice. So. Or on him and he wouldn't notice. So that's those. I really might need to have a think about like how many signatures and how many in each signature I want. So let me just have a quick think about this, because that's the thickness of the spine is kind of a good indication of how much I should put in here. So we've got What do we have? Whereabouts is the actual spine? Because some of those creases aren't the spine. So we've got 4 centimetres is the spine. So if I was a spine of 4 centimetres, how many signatures would I have? I need to visualise. Use this rejected piece of paper here. I need to have 2 lines to kind of visualise this. So that's one. And we're going to put another one there. And I'm just going to measure that as well. I'm not going to be using this piece of paper anyway, so I don't like it. I don't like the feel of it, to be fair, either. So that's my spine. Like I say, it's out of the way. I love you as I do, but you're in the way. So we've got 4 centimetres. So if we have 1, 2, 3, yeah, 3 signatures with don't know, maybe 7 pages in each. That's 21 sheets. That's not a lot, is it? Maybe go for a gopher. Who's a gopher? Let me put a 7 signature one together and see what that looks like. So if, let's say we use this one. How many of these are? That's another thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Of course there would be an odd number. Why? I mean, like, I've got other sheets I could turn into, but it's odd 13. Because if there were 14 and there were 7 sheets, 3 signatures. Hang on. Oh, you're getting carried away, Dave. My maths has just gone in my head. I don't know what you're talking about anymore. 7 signatures. No, there's not 7 signatures, Dave. You shut up for a minute. Give yourself a break. Put a pen down. Let's see if we can find the pen first. That's the first task. I've just literally had a pen, didn't I? What's that? Don't write on there. That's not the piece of paper you were writing on. No, it's not there. Right, it's here. So we've got. I really don't like the feel of this. We've got 3 signatures. See. No. Not here for the spelling. If we've got 7 pages in each, so what's 13 divided by 3? You can't do 13 divided by 3, Dave. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So you could have 4 of those in each signature. So 4 design. So 4 design pages. And then that would leave 3 of these. So no, we need more pages than that. So let's go 5 of coloured. Pages. So we're going to have 9 leaves in each signature. So if we go that one, see what 9 looks like. There we go, that one. Maybe go that one. That one. There's no like rhyme or reason to this particular order. It just is. That's why. Why? Because it is that one. So that's 1. I've lost count already. 3. No, 4. Didn't come for the counting. 4, 5. Oh, hang on, no, 4. No, we need to put. All right, let's put this in 5. 6. How many of these did we say we were going to use? 4, 7, 8. I think that's the same picture though, isn't it? No, it's not. Just, oh, no, it is. It's the same. Yeah. Well, that's the same as well. So that's the same and that's the same. So maybe that then. So we've got, oh, I'm not going to leave them in this order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9. That's my 9 pages. I'll sort the order out. I just want to see what it's going to look like. So let's go. This one. 2, 3, 4, 5. Counting with Dave. 6. Is that not one I've just used? No, that's different. Is it? I don't know. No, I haven't. 6, 7. Sorry, I'm just picking now. 7. No, 7. 8. Maybe use the Bellamy one. 8. 9. That's 9 there as well. And then if we go 1, no, not that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's those. Okay, so that if that was that, then that would be that, wouldn't it? No, that's sorry, just talking to myself. You talk amongst yourselves. I think I want more pages in that. The problem is when you get too many, they start to gape on their own. So I don't want them to get too gapey, but I do want to use some of these. So these were obviously out of a sketchbooky thing, and Dave's going, do I throw those away? No, can't at the moment. Can't do it. Won't do it. Can't do it. Won't do it. It's quite a thick piece of paper, isn't it? Right, let's come back to that. I don't think these are any different, really. I think they're all a bit that sort of thing. This I really like, but it's very flimsy. I think it needs to be stuck to something if I am going to use it. Okay, now that's the same thickness, Dave. These handmade sheets are also thick, quite thick. Maybe not quite as thick as that. Let's go for this then. So maybe have, I don't know. Let's put one round each for now. That makes it 9. That makes it. Let's go for 11 pages in each. And then the way we'll get 2 of these on each page. On each signature, sorry, not page. I'm just going to put them in, and then, like I say, I'll sort the order out in a minute. We'll go this one. this. It's got a smaller page, but we don't mind the smaller pages. We like the slightly undulating look. Sorry, I don't know why I had to repeat undulating. So tear those bits off, move them to one side. Yeah, might put that on that way. So did I put? No, it's got two. So there we go. This one in here, and then yeah, maybe that one. Maybe go that way round. Okay, so that's going to make 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 of them. And now let's just have a quick look. So if we put it inside, is it looking okay? Yes, it's looking okay. I don't think it'll get too gapey. It's not going to have a huge amount of stuff stuck to it. But these things will be... Oh, do I put a doily in as well? I'm really tempted to put a doily in. I feel like it's kind of lends itself to that type of thing. Like David he did say, I'm going to just put, what was it, 7, then it went to 9, then it went to 11, and now it's 412 pages in a signature. I can't help it, I promise you. Less is more is going through my head, and then the little devil on my shoulders going, more is more, more is more is more, more. How do you like it? How do you like? Okay. Yeah, they'll have to get cut down, otherwise they'll have straggly ends, but put that kind of in there. And sort, like I say, I'll sort the orders out shortly, but I want to kind of just put the pieces together. I don't want to put the doily on the outside because it's more likely to get ripped there. I mean, it's not really a very big page, is it, the doily? So, no, Dave, you've just said I'm not going to put it on the outside. So what did you do? Put it on the outside. Okay, so it's okay. It's like, you know, I will use these. These are just beautiful the way these have turned out. They are very. Oh dear, look, there's these. Oh, I can use these as pockets and things. So, Dave, you don't have to use everything. Tell your brain you don't have to use everything. Go on, tell your brain. I could also use something like this on the insides as the cover, as the end pages, couldn't I? Actually, that would be lovely. That would be perfect on the end pages. I could use it that way. Oh, yes. Now you're talking. And then I'd have to be which one do I use on which bit, and what are you going to see? And yes, I like that. I quite like the evolution of that. That's because that's got some of that in it, and that's got some of that in it. Yeah. We're leaving it there. Yes, I think that's what we're going to do. They're going to be our end pages. That was a fluke. I hadn't even thought about them. So let's get these signatures in order. Put this together. Okay, so let's put these in some kind of an order now. So we've got one in the middle. Let's maybe put the doily round. No, let's not have the doily round there. That's too colourful. That round there. Maybe cut the doily down now. Do I cut the doily down, or do I fold the doily in? No, I'm going to cut it down. I think if I just do that, and I get the scissors out, I'm going to get rid of my shameful writing and terrible spelling. Oh. So, you know, hopefully they won't chop my fingers off now. Dave, don't do that with the all of the signatures in. Just do one. And then we're just going to snip the taily bits off, and then that way then it won't get bedraggled or raggedy or Raggedy Ann. Raggedy Ann is a character. I think she's a child character. No, she's a children's character. Raggedy Ann, I think. Don't quote me. Don't have children. Don't know. Don't quote me. Don't have children. Don't know. You see, that's my get out of jail card free. Get out of jail free card. Not get out of jail card free. Yeah, no, but Dave, stop over processing. That's what I do. I over process. There you go. So that's going to be one signature. So then this, we need to do the same with this. Just use that. That's fine. I just want to use it as a guide. It's already quite tatty on this one, so it's good job with cutting that bit off. Yeah. And same here. My fingers out of the way. Right. So where do you know, it'd be really great if I had a memory. Memories of the way we used to be. Misty watercoloured memories of where the doily came in the signature. Scattered pictures, 'cause everything's fallen off your desk. La 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 la. Is that exactly the same picture? No. Could it be that things were all so different then? Or has time rewritten every line? If we had the chance to do it all again. Tell me, would we? Could we? Should we? Like I've always said, you don't have to live with me, so just be grateful. Well, until such time as things get, the economy goes more south than it's already gone, and I have to move in with you, and then you'll know. You will know. You will know. You will feel the pain that others have felt before you of living with me. And then my hands smell, and like, you know what they smell of? They smell of dog food. Not the wet dog food, the dry biscuit dog food, which is, I don't know. I don't know why dogs eat it, 'cause it doesn't smell very nice. It doesn't smell horrible, but it doesn't smell. I'd never think, oh, that smells appetizing. I do sometimes think that their wet dog food smells like that, but I haven't as yet been tempted to eat it. You are pleased to hear. Hopefully pleased to hear. So, do we want to have that inside the middle? Yeah, we might go for the middle on this one. So go for there. And then we're going to do, that one was, that page was fairly near the middle, and that one on the other one, it was on the outside, so and it's only Buffalo Girls that go around the outside, so so we're going to just reorganise the order of this a little. I think I'm going to have that. No, it's going to be too near the front if I do it like that. I'm going to go for that there. I think then that. I think then we're going to have that. Then we'll do that. There's an extra one that's kind of hanging about. That one, I do think that one might be. Okay, let's do that. Quite like. No, I've just put the same thing back on again, Dave. Fool. That's the one I wanted on the outside. I just thought that might look quite nice on the. Maybe that's the first signature. Or is that the one that I put the? Is that the one with the vellum in? No, the one with the vellum in. Wherever that is that this one? No, it's this one. This is the middle. So this can be the first signature, and then this can. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, so like that. So that's how it's going to go together. Cool. Yeah, like that. Now, in an ideal world, why have I got that? Oh, that's come out of here, hasn't it? Go. Silly boy, put that there. Ha ha. There we go. Yeah, so I think, therefore I am. I think you know what would be nice if I could have, like, you know, Nick the Booksmith has one of those nice guillotines where they can, you know, not weld them together but hold them together, and like it's just a big slicey thing that comes down. Yeah, I don't have one of them, so I'm not using one of them. So that's what I've done. So I need to now think about sewing these together, don't I? Now, if I'm going to sew them, if I was going to sew something together, where would I be? Or there. I think I might have. Do I have any? Oh, there's a Bradle. Oh, another one. Oh, that's where the other one went. I was looking for that for ages and couldn't tell. Oh, what was this is when everything's going to fall out, but not what I need. Do I have enough of that? And if I don't have enough of that, where is the other stuff? Now, I'm sure Brian has given me some. But if I have some waxed string, where the heck would I be? Might be in here. Or I might not be in there. Because if I'm not in there, goodness only knows where there it is. Heaven forbid I will find this. Oh. Yeah, no, this might not happen. Okay, let's get me book out, and I can at least be making the holes. Can't I? So this is my book that I use for making the. Oh well. Oh well. Yeah. Yes, Dave. Let's just have a think about this. Do I have enough for this? So that's not what I just picked up a minute ago. This is what I picked up a minute ago. So there's 1, 2, 3. So that's one lot. I might actually have enough. Come on, undo. And we've got 1, 2, 3. Yep, that's another piece. Yeah, I've got enough, that's fine. It's not my favourite waxed string, but it will do. 1, 2, 3. I would have liked something in a more of a creamy colour, but the beggars and the choosers and all that jazz. So now what I need to do is, now I've decided how I want it to be, I need to get it to all sit together. Where's my one page that's a little bit shorter? That's fine. I haven't knocked that down to the bottom, which is great. And now what I need is I need these. Oh, sorry folks, I have just completely whacked the camera. Apologies, I hope that's all not completely. Yeah, well, it did move a little bit, but yeah, that's fine. So I'm going to move this up because I've realised now that it's not completely in camera. Move that out. Oh no, let's put them back, Dave. Oh, So now you can't clip the doily in place, that's the only thing. Now you've moved everything. Once it's all together, I'm just going to clip it so that it stays together. Or I'm just going to drop a few things on it so it'll completely ruin it. Dave, one of the two. And this I'm just going to have to keep in place. So I'm using the I know you've seen me do this before, but I'm going to use this, the crease in this book, to be the crease that this sits into. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just make sure we've got the crease together. Oh, let go. Without losing everything, Dave. Oh, you know what we haven't done? We haven't created a little template. Right, I need a template. Right, that's perfect use for this. So you know that piece of paper that got my assignment on it, and I said I wanted to use that. That's perfect. This is perfect opportunity to use it now. It has a purpose. What on earth is that? And why is it stuck on it? No idea. Well, that's bizarre, isn't it? Anyway, it's probably the other way so I don't see that. And then this can be our template. And then we can measure this. I've realised I'm just pushing things out of the way now. So if this is 21 centimetres high, because it's a standard A4 sheet of paper, so it's there or thereabouts. I think it's 21.2 or something like that. But we're going to say it's 21, because you won't notice the 0.2. So 21 divided by 3 is 7. The 7's come back. So if we say we need 3, don't we? So 7. Oh no, that we don't need that. Dave, do it the other way. Do it that way. Right. Forget what I just said. Right. We have got. This is what you get for crafting late in the evening. I didn't sleep particularly well last night, and then I've got to be up extra early tomorrow, so I can't make this a late night. So if we say we're going to come in 3 on each end, so 21 minus 3 is 18, and then 21 minus 6 is 15. So 15 divided by 3 is no, we're going there to there. So just forget what I'm saying, and just forget it. So half of 21 is I do know 10 and a half. So I promise I won't hurt you. I'm not dangerous, I promise. So yeah, that's where we're going to put our our holes. Oh, good grief, Dave, honestly. That was painful to get to that point, wasn't it? I'm just going to make some holes in this now, so don't do this at home. Poking holes whilst having your fingers behind, that's how I've had many an injury. But you know, do as I say and not as I do. It's my philosophy in life. So there we go. So that's going to be our little template. So I'm going to hold that there. We're going to go in through there. Give it a wiggle. In through there. wiggle. And through there. And give it a wiggle. There we go. So that's that one. Yep, that's gone through. Yep, that's fine. Then this one, we'll do the same with this. So we're going to tamp it down, get it all to line up nicely, open it up. Now the doily this time is sandwiched, so we don't have to worry about the doily. On there. Oh, that on there. And then our template on here. And again, make some holes, not with a pen, Dave, that's not going to work. And give it a wiggle. Give it a wiggle. And give it a wiggle. Yeah, that's fine. No, Dave, you've got to put the signature in first. Making a hole in the book for the heck of it there. No, where's that? No, that's not the middle. The middle is somewhere. It's not that way, Dave. It's this way. So I know there's not much yoga in this, but the whole idea is I'm going to stick yoga-y things in, because it was the whole boho yoga Buddha-y type thing that was suggested as a theme, and I know very little about yoga, so all the stuff that from in yoga is going to be added in. I'm going to get it from some official books and things. I did think I started buying some books from charity shops and stuff to make this. Yeah, that's gone through. That's done there. Okay, let's put that back. That's England in particular has some great uses as a hole making thing. So now let's thread my thing, my needle, my thing. It's a thing. It's still a thing. It's a thing, but this particular thing has a name. Right, I'm just going to have a drink of water. Clearly what I meant was I'm just going to spill some water down me. I did manage to drink some of it, but I did manage to tip some of it down. You know when you tip a cup up and it's wider than your mouth, and then it all runs down either side of it. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, that's what I did. Yeah, I know. So out through the middle, in through either the top or the bottom. Hopefully it lines back up again. I should have left the clips on it. I know I didn't, and I am very naughty. You should have left the clips on it. I'm just going to go back through this way to try and get the holes to line up. Yeah, there we go. That's them. I'm just going to hold it there. Yeah, cool. Yeah, and I'll just unthread my needle. So you want to pull it through so that it's kind of the length of the end there. You're going to go all the way down to the bottom. Your needle's threaded again. All the way down to the bottom, and you're going to go out through there, which was easy this time because the other two holes are keeping it nicely in the right place. And then you're going to go up through the middle, and you want to put this time the other side of the thread. You want to kind of then pull it taut and give it a, when you think it's taut, when you've taught it a lesson, there you go, when you think it's taut, then you can do your first knot, so that way, and then that way. Then I'm going to do another one that way, another one, not as easy to do, that way. I'll leave some of my string in, but not all of it. It's going to kind of come down to there. Oh no, I might use a pair of scissors that are actually sharp next time. Okay, so just one other thing. Just going to go down this crease. Cool, and then what I'm going to do is I'll get the bricks out to flatten it down, but I'll do that shortly. Let's get these done. So again, need to get your, no, not with that, Dave, that's a bit short. Get this threaded. So yeah, so it's Wednesday today, and I have been at work today, but I left early today. I left at 10 to 2. I know, strange time, but it was just because I was trying to work out using 4.5 hours up from the time that I'd started. Because I'd started later. So let's do that again. Line that up that way, and then pinch it. Yeah. So I finished at 10 to 2. And I came straight home. I didn't go anywhere, didn't pass go, didn't collect 200, just went straight home. And I got some food when I got in, and sat and watched some TV. Can't tell you what I watched, not because it's a confidential secret or anything like that, just because I have no idea. It's just on. I was doing other stuff. I was making digitals and stuff, putting together kits and stuff, designing some more. Can't help myself. I've been designing more. I've been designing more because, as you do, when you get into the digital realm, you kind of just, oh dear, I made a mess of that. What I've done is I've threaded through. It's kind of gone through the piece of thread. I've just undone it. That way, then it's not gonna snag the thread, and it's not going to all come undone, etc. So, and yeah, I just watched a bit of TV and sat and chilled, and then took the dog out. Can't tell you that I've used it in any special way. The only thing is that's not quite lined up anymore. Oh well, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Just being honest, it's not quite lined up, so that's because I didn't clip it. That's what you get for not listening to yourself. See, I didn't even follow my own rules then either, so and then I started watching, I don't know, Ancient Civilizations or something like that. It's something on Netflix. Ancient History, or History We've Forgotten, or something like that. I can't remember what it is. So I started watching that, and then I thought, you know what, instead of wasting my time, I could be making something and stop procrastinating. And then I was also thinking, I really fancy something sweet to eat, just like. And then I was cruising around the kitchen trying to find something that was a tasty treat. That didn't mean that I had to open another packet of something, so that I ended up eating the whole thing. Oh no, can't find anything. So I thought, okay, I'll come up here, and then when I came up here, lo and behold, on my desk was a half-eaten packet of sweets. So it was meant to be. So don't stop procrastinating, because actually the thing that you might be procrastinating about might be the thing that leads you to the thing that you've been thinking about. I feel a bit zen now. Like maybe it's the inspiration of this kit that's making me feel like I should be sat cross-legged going om. Although if I sit cross-legged, I won't be going om. I'll be going ow. You know what it's like getting older. And if you don't know what it's like getting older, then wait until you do. That's all I can say. It's a particularly special experience that I don't want to ruin for you. I think everybody deserves their own journey into age, where they suddenly realise what all their elders were complaining about when they said it hurts when you stand up and hurts when you sit down. All you want to do is sit down, and then when you sit down it hurts, so then you want to stand up. So I've forgotten which way I've done that one. Okay, do that one that way, and do that one that way, and then do that one that way, and then this is going to have 5 on it because I've forgotten which one I did first. So down to the end, snip it up, there we go, and then again, creasy, cool. So they are our signatures in that order. I think it's that order. Is that the one with the vellum? Yep, it is. So I'm going to put these under a brick. I'll find a brick first. Have they all gone? Oh no! Here we go. Here's I found Mavis. I have no idea where Audrey's gone. She's probably gone gallivanting, knowing her. So I'm just going to put that on there, and that'll just help with the squashing of the signatures. So I don't know how long we've been running for, but let's put some things back first, Dave. Put that back in there. That's a particularly nice one. I want to find that again. That wasn't in it. There you go, that was. And I also had, I don't know where that, I thought that was it. No, I don't know. Did I put it already put it in there? The little thing, it's not in there. The little spool of wax thread. I don't know where it's gone. Never mind. So yeah, so this is what I was thinking is, I was going to do this, wasn't I? So I do like the idea of using these. I don't know which way around I wanted to use it though. Quite like that on there, but no, that's not big enough for that page. So okay, so do I have any others? I mean, that was a quick decision to use. I think that's a little bit completely different to the others. It's a little bit completely different. So, yeah. No, it's those 3. It's like they fell perfectly, like they were meant to be. So I am going to put these on here. I think. Where's the spine? Oh yeah, the spine's there. Hang on a minute, is that right? Yeah. I'm going to put these on here. So let's think about this, Dave. to say 21 high. So if it was 21, it would give us that much of a gap all the way around. Is that what I was thinking when I put that down? Yeah, I think that would be fine actually. So I think I'm going to cut them at 21 centimetres high. The reason why I turned that one round, you might think it wouldn't matter which way round it was. This has just got a rough edge and that one hasn't. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to mark it 21. Well, I am, sorry, just get my head in shot, but just so I can mark that in the right place. And then mark 21. It doesn't help that that 20 next door is so massive. My eye keeps getting drawn to that rather than the 21. And then 21. Yeah, still smell dog food on my hands. And then instead of drawing a line to connect them, I'm just going to cut a confident cut. Move the water back, Dave. Pushing against my metal blade, which has a nice straight edge, like a nice steep edge is what I meant, so it means that I'm less likely to slip and cut myself. So there we go, that's those, and fingers crossed I did cut them to the right height. But it all goes wrong. Nope, it's fine. Have faith, Dave. It didn't go wrong, did it? So, or do I do it like that, that, and that? You know something, I think I'm going to do it that way around, and that's because I like this one a bit better, I think. Yeah, I just prefer this one to that one. I think this one ties in with the colours of the outside. I mean, you know, and then there's a theme. Oh, this sets a precedent of the theme of the things that are in. Yeah, that's fine. I know what I'm talking about. So, okay, so that's going to go in there. Yes. Now what I need to do is I need to put something in here, because otherwise what will happen is you'll get a ridge where there's a difference in height. So this is when you deploy you either use cardboard or you use some layers of old paper you don't like. I think on this occasion I am going to use some cardboard because I don't have any paper I don't like. Right, use this piece of cardboard over here. Just excuse me while I lean over everything. So there's no science to this. This is just because this isn't a straight line, so I'm kind of just using that as the guide. You can tell it's not a straight line because otherwise they'd line up. So that's that. I'm just going to cut that down. I'll use a guillotine. Well, it's not a guillotine, it's a paper cutter, Dave, or paper trimmer, or however you prefer to call it. Whatever you call it in your neck of the woods. Oh my gosh. Ham? I don't know. Ham? Is there any ham involved? I didn't realise we were doing any ham. Is that the one? I believe that is the one. Is that going to be thick enough? I think it's going to be pretty good. Pretty darn good, I think. Okay, so we've got some of these things, and this all needs to be tidied up before we do anything. But we've got the board that will just sit inside the cover to make it level. Now, again, we're just going to put a line on that. Stick that in the guillotine. It's getting very messy on here, I realise. This is, well, this is like a small extrapolation of what the rest of my house looks like. Although not so much these days, because I have told Vic he needs to be start to be a bit more tidy. So he's very good at blindsiding the jobs that need to be done in the house, or the things that are on the floor. So it's something we need to train out of him before we even ever consider living together. So, right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to snip off the... should I snip it off or should I stick it in? The thing is, it'll be quite bulky if I stick it in. Right, okay, I'm going to snip that bit off. So there are some scissors here somewhere. Oh! I'll snip that bit off, so it's not too bulky. I'm not going to see this anyway, so, and it's well stuck down. It's certainly not going to fray. I'm going to cut off the other bits. Any other bits that we think might need to be stuck down or cut off, that can cut off to there, and then we're going to stick the rest down. And it's just a bit of 3-in-1. Put the scissors back, Dave. Oh! I know people think I'm mad doing that, but I've got to say that's not the reason that people think I'm mad, is it? So it just adds to it, just confirms it. We're just going to be like this, are we, with this glue today? We're going to take our sweet time. Oh, come on. There we go, I'm going to stick that in there. Sticks down nicely, cool. So that's going to be in there. Slight overlap there. We'll have to get them out again. Oh, just going to bend that back a bit. Just want to get rid of this one little piece of fabric, so it doesn't get too bulky on that bit. That bit can come off. Oh, it's starting to unravel. It's fine. Once we've stuck this down, you'll never see that. Oh, it gets less and less every time I do that, doesn't it? So. Oh, this glue's getting very thick. It's not coming. That's probably the reason why it takes 3 days to come to the end, to the tip. It's getting a bit stiff now. Oh gosh, yes. I can hardly get the stuff out. Sorry about this, folks. Just bear with me. I feel like I'm making constellations here. I'm mapping the positions of the stars. It's fine. That'll do. That should stick it down. It is my underlayer after all, so. think that should be fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay. It still bends, doesn't it? Yeah, that's cool. Right, okay, so this other bit hopefully will fit in here. It does. Oh, it fits. Might need an extra bit there. Yeah, but that's fine. That can go in that. I don't think I really need to do anything to that, do I? Do I need to cut it down? I have a little bit off there. This is only because I'm not a perfectionist, but I like things to be. I've thought about it and I'm going to do it. That's what it is. This is the way that I thought about, so this is the way I have to do. So I'm not going to say I'm a perfectionist, because there'll be people out there that say, well, that's not very perfect, is it? You can't have such thing as very perfect. You can either have perfect or not perfect. It can't be very perfect. It's like you can't have a small half. So if somebody wants, you're going half on a dessert, you can't have a smaller half. You have to have half, or you just have to have part. I'll have the smaller part. Anyway, I know, it's just the way my brain works. It's that whole literal thing. Terribly annoying, I know. I annoy myself, so. Okay. I don't know why I stand it back, the glue back up again, because I'll only get frustrated with it in a minute when I can't get it out. So. Let's do that there. Might have to have a small slither of it on there. So I want to cut this down to the same height as that. I'm just going to fold that there. Okay. Oops, hello. Slice your arm off, Dave. Not today. Not worrying now about the guillotine. We're only on the final bit. We want to put this bit on here. So we want a bit that goes on there. About there. It's a very small piece, but it will play a significant role nevertheless. No matter how big the part is, it's the role that you're playing and how well it's done. So it's my supportive advice to any actors out there. So yeah, I mean, like, most people wouldn't bother with doing this, and like, I can completely understand. It's only a me thing. It's only a methane. It's a gas. Oh, it's like very sticky now. Very sticky and thicky. Sticky. Oh, hang on, what's it do? How's it doing that? Just disappearing under there. I thought I was performing a magic trick then when it moved. I think it got a bit of that stringy glue like this. Oh God! There we go. Oh, good grief! That way. That's it. On there, like that. Fine. Bits on there. I'll put it all over my fingers now. Joy. Right. Didn't put one on the spine. I'm not going to put one on the spine. But I am going to put one on here. The reason, and that's because this isn't a spine. It's just the bit where it folds round. Whereabouts does that fold there? All of this, I know, completely unnecessary. But nevertheless necessary. Might not be necessary, but nevertheless necessary. I'm doing it. Started, so I'll finish. Yeah, so I'll put this in here. And then I'll put the other bit on, and then I might stop the video there, do the rest later in another video. It might well be the same day, but it might be another video. Oh. This is what you get for standing it back up again, Dave. It's all... Sorry, it all just moved that over there. I think there's an avalanche coming. We're not avalanche proof in this house. We need to be avalanche proof in this house. Yeah, I heard it all creak. You know when you've got a craft avalanche coming, when it all starts to creak. Yep, that's cool. As that all folds over, that all folds over. So then we need another bit for this bit here. So honestly, I must be nuts doing this. Nobody else, not nobody else, but I'm sure many people wouldn't bother with this. But I do. You know, if you're still watching, then that's the reason why. Because I'm doing something that nobody else does. Well, I hope that's the reason why you're watching, or you're just waiting for me to fail. I don't know. Entirely up to you while you're watching, but I'd like to think it was because I was doing something different. And you know what thought did, as my mother would say. Oh, by the way, my mum had one of her cataracts done on Tuesday. Spoke to her on Monday. Heard from her on Tuesday to say she was out and everything was okay. It was all done. I know she wasn't looking forward to it. Oh. But it's done now. She's got to go back and have the other one done at a different time, which obviously isn't going to be great because now she knows what's coming. She was worried about it. She was worried about having it done. She's not a fan of doctors or being unwell or anything like that. But she's had it done now. And like I say, it's all over. Like I said to her, once it's all over, it's all over. But then she'll know what's coming on the next one. That's the problem. But we're not talking about that. I'm looking forward to hearing from her to see how she feels. Has it helped? Hopefully she can see clearer now. She's been looking forward to this operation for a long time. So it's been about 6 months in the waiting. I mean, that's a long time in the UK to be waiting for a cataract operation. It's only a small operation, really. But that's what COVID has done. It's knocked everything back. So 6 months, I guess, isn't too bad. So there we go. That's that. Let's put a lid on it. Put a lid on it, Dave. Get rid of that for a minute. Move that out of the way as well. So let's have a look at what we did. So these are going to go in here, so I'm not going to pack those away. And we'll put those over there. And that's our little signature thing. Let's just clip that back up there. And that one back up there, otherwise I'll be like, later I'll be like, where have I put them? So we've started doing that for the cover, and then these are the signatures that we've now sewn together. So this is going to be the first signature with our doily in the middle of this one. Yeah, that's our first signature. This one is our second signature, and we've got, oh heck, might be that way up. That's good job checked, isn't it? Yep, that is that way up. With our piece of vellum in the middle. It's going to go that way, Dave. And then this is our final signature. The final signature. There we go, and then that's in, I think the doily's second from the middle this time. Is it? No? Where is the middle? Oh, the middle is, I think it's a... What? What? Where? How? There. That's the middle. I thought it was a decorated page, and that's going to go at the back. Cool. So, here we go. Ha, 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 ha. Ha, 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 ha. Ha, 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 ha. There you go. Anyway, on that note, I shall love you and leave you. So, that wasn't really a note, was it? It was a bum note, that was. Yeah, so I'm going to love you and leave you, and I will come back and we will carry on with this. So, thank you very much for watching. My name is Dash of Day. Remember, you can always, give me drop me a message, an email. Haven't had any for a while, so you could drop me one. You could buy me a coffee or support me on Ko-fi. Ko-fi and could buy me a coffee are a one-time only tip thing. That I don't have any of these subscription things, by the way. I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody that has supported me by giving me a one-time tip or buying anything from my Etsy store. These kits, this boho, is going to be called Zen, and it's going to be in my Etsy shop soon. But I have got lots of other digitals in a very similar, not similar style, but a similar vein, using the same technology. Because I use technology to create my art, because I can't draw, but I can do online. So, on digitally. So it's all my original artwork. So it's not stuff you can find generally. It might be designed around other pictures that I've seen and copied and that sort of thing. So, but yeah. So go and have a look. Anybody that's has bought anything, thank you so much. I really do appreciate your support. I appreciate your support if you've bought me a one-time tip, you've emailed me, you've just said in the comments that you like what you see. I really do appreciate you, and I want to say a massive thank you to everybody that kind of subscribes anyway. And if you don't subscribe, how about subscribing? So anyway, I shall see you all very soon. Thank you very much. You all take care. Remember, I love you all without exception, until you give me a reason not to. So don't give me a reason not to. And you all have a lovely afternoon, morning, evening, or whatever time it is with you. And I'll see you all in the next video. Lots of love and lots of hugs. And I'll see you all soon. All right, take care. Bye bye.